What's up, soccer fans? MLS Picks and Predictions, Week 31, October 20th, Wednesday night. Going to do two videos this week for Picks and Predictions. We're going to split up the midweek and the weekend so that we can have odds in these games. So let's get right into the first set of games on Wednesday night. A rough week last week. Rough week, I'll give it that. Got to be honest. But hey, we're going to bounce back. That's what we do. We're going to get back on track this week and keep going. So here we go. First game up, Atlanta versus New York City. A battle of two teams fighting for a playoff spot right now in the Eastern Conference. Atlanta at home comes in at plus 150 odds. New York City at plus 170, and the draw comes in at plus 260. New York City, what the hell is going on with this football team? A mess right now. Lost to the Red Bulls again. New York is officially red for this season. And NYCFC have been talking with Daniel Young and a couple other guys as well. DSO, Brother BKL, guys, we got to get this thing going here for New York City. Can they get back on track? I don't see it happening this week going to the Bends in the midweek. These midweek matchups are always tough to pick because of squad rotation and all that kind of stuff with the congested schedule figures that they got up now for the rest of the season. But man, New York City's got to fight for it. But I don't see them getting it done at Atlanta, at the Bends, when Atlanta is playing better than they were in the beginning of the season. They come off the 2-0 victory in Toronto that we called, and last week, man, it started out real good, but then it got rough towards the end. But I'm going with Atlanta. My pick, Atlanta United plus 150 there in that game. Next up, Cincinnati hosting the Chicago Fire. Cincinnati at home at TQL Stadium comes in at plus 140. Then you got Chicago at plus 180 and the draw at plus 260 again. The same as the Atlanta-New York game. So Cincinnati at home, I just keep waiting for this team to get a result, especially at home. They did it against Toronto FC. That's not saying much. But since then, they haven't been able to do it. The Fire, they did pick up a draw against New England. If this game was in Chicago, I would pick the Fire. However, it's not. It's in Cincinnati. I'm going to go, even though Cincinnati's been eliminated, so is Chicago, I'm going with the draw in this matchup between two poor teams. You don't know what you're going to get with the midweek games. So I'm picking the draw at plus 260 odds in this matchup. All right, guys, hit that like button down below. We need your help to get this video out to more and more people because, remember, we're going to do two different videos this week, the midweek games right now, and then I'm going to do probably on Thursday, I'll probably do for the weekend. So we need all the help we can get with these likes to pick up some views here since the content's only going to be relevant here for a couple days. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new here. We do tons of soccer content on this channel. Everything CONCACAF, MLS, USMNT, Canada Men's National Team. Hit that subscribe button. All right, next up, DC United and the Revs. DC at home at Audi Field. And then New England on the road. DC comes in at plus 110. Plus 225 for New England, and the draw at plus 275. This one, DC has not looked great in their last few matchups. New England coming off that draw, surprising draw against the Chicago Fire in Gillette Stadium. That took me for the parlays last week. I had a couple parlays going with New England, and that took me down big. But I expect New England to bounce back. And DC United, I don't have faith in them right now with how the poor results that they've been having with a lot of draws. So I'm going with the Revs. This team's going for that points record. They're trying to move guys around, and they're probably not going to start all their stars right now, but I've got the Revs to get the victory. I'm sticking strong with the best team in MLS that's probably going to win the Shield this season. Going with New England at plus 225 odds. All right, Miami and TFC, two of the worst teams in the league. Miami comes in at minus 105, Toronto at plus 275, and the draw at plus 260. TFC's little mini run there is over. They lost to Atlanta last week. Inter Miami got blown out. It is not pretty for Miami right now. I would give this game to Miami 3 weeks ago. I'd say Miami wins, no doubt about it. They'll take out TFC, but right now I'm not so sure. So I like the draw in this matchup at plus 260. I don't see either one of these teams doing anything crazy, and neither team is any good. So I'm just sticking with the draw, even points. They'll split the points in this one. We go with the draw. All right, Orlando against Montreal. Orlando at minus 125, Montreal at plus 310, and the draw at plus 290. Orlando, they're looking better as of late. They've gotten some decent results. Montreal, not so much. They picked up a draw last week. Okay, but I like Orlando at home. in Exploria Stadium in Orlando. I'm going with the Lions to get the victory at minus 125. Next up, we've got Dallas against LAFC. Dallas comes in at plus 165, LAFC slight favorites at plus 155, and the draw at plus 250. Dallas has not played a lot of football in the hasn't played a lot of soccer in the last few weeks. So it's going to be tough for them. LAFC looked good against San Jose, getting that 3-1 victory. I'm going with LAFC. They're fighting for a playoff spot. Technically, so is San Jose, but so is Dallas, barely. But they're pretty much out. I'm going LAFC at plus 155. I'm taking them to get it done on the road at FC Dallas. All right, guys, you see this little join today button down here. There's a blue join button underneath, right next to where the subscribe button is. Check out our join options. You're watching this video, you're a sports bettor. 90% of you are sports bettors. Check out the All-Star option. This is where you're going to make that $10 a month over and over and over again. I give you an exclusive video every week with my picks that I'm giving you here, my over-under picks, my parlay as a player to score picks, or a prop bet pick, my parlay, as well as BTTS, both teams to score. Ask the other All-Star members. We've picked up a few members brand new lately. Thank you, Jose Gonzalez, for upgrading to All-Star, man. We're going to get this going, buddy, and we're going to make some money. Love it. Absolutely love it. Same thing, Larry Stover just joined the team. Nono Nono. We're just picking up All-Star members left and right. Todd Bailey, couple others. Giving some shout-outs here. Love it. Now, and of course, the All-Star members that have been around for a while. Dave Sabinski, Brian W., Sheeptards, Mike Jall. You guys rocking and rolling. You know what it is. All right, now, let's move on to the next game. Minnesota against Philadelphia. Minnesota United minus 110. Philly comes in at plus 275 and the draw at plus 280. This is a very even matchup. Both teams kind of middling in that playoff position. Neither one of them looks great this season. They've been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of inconsistencies. I can't separate these two teams. I'm going with the draw at plus 280 odds in the Minnesota versus Philly matchup. Houston Dynamo against the LA Galaxy. Houston sprayed a surprise on us last week by beating Seattle in Houston. Houston, one of the worst teams in the league. Seattle, one of the best. And they've come out with a 2-1 victory over Seattle. Surprising. Now, can they do it again against the Galaxy? The Galaxy finally back on track after that victory over Portland. Man, I don't know. I got to go with the Galaxy here. They're turning things around. Greg Vanney, I think he might have pressed the right buttons to get that victory over a very, very hot Portland team, which we thought the lock was going to be there for Portland last week, and it wasn't. The Galaxy get it done. I expect the Galaxy to do it again and beat Houston. My pick, LA Galaxy, to get the victory over Houston. The odds in this one, Galaxy at plus 200. Houston plus 120 and the draw at plus 270. I like the Galaxy plus 200. Good odds there. Good chance to make some bucks on that one. Nashville and Columbus. Nashville comes in at minus 170. Columbus plus 475. The Crew starting to turn things around a little bit and make that late playoff push. Nashville pretty easily in that top 2 or 3 there in the East. This game's in Nashville. If this game was in Columbus, I might think a little bit differently. But because it's in Nashville, I'm going with Nashville to get the victory at minus 170. All right, guys, check out BetUS. The link is in the description as well as in the chat. I'll pin that baby to the top. Check out our BetUS promos. If you're a sports bettor, you want to get the best odds in the business. You can find those best odds with BetUS and Sons of a Pitch Soccer. 125% sign-up bonus, guys. This is insane. Up to $2,500 when you click our link and sign up through BetUS and make that first deposit with Sons of a Pitch Soccer and BetUS. You get the best odds in the business, no doubt about it. It's nothing else is even close. Every once in a while, DraftKings will show up a little bit higher, but it is an affiliate program. I do get a small portion when you sign up of your first deposit, but that helps grow the sport of soccer here in the United States of America. And let's win some money, guys. Let's get it. Last week, we had a little bit of a down week, but we've been making money left and right before that, and we're still hitting at 58% on the season, which is absolutely insane. You're not going to find those type of numbers anywhere else. So jump on it, click that link, sign up today, make that first deposit, and let's get some of that money. All right, next up, Colorado versus Seattle, a battle of two of the teams at the top of the Western Conference. Colorado comes in at plus 110, Seattle at plus 240, and the draw at plus 250. I really like Seattle with plus 240 odds. It's hard to not take Seattle with those kind of odds, especially when Colorado lost last week at RSL. Colorado's been very inconsistent over the last few weeks. But again, then Seattle with that loss at Houston, you can add their inconsistencies in there as well. That's why I'm staying away from the plus 240 this week. I'm actually going to go with the draw at plus 250. I can't separate these two sides right now because the game is in Colorado. My pick, the draw at plus 250 odds. All right, 2 games left, guys. Portland against Vancouver on Wednesday night. Minus 150 for Portland in Providence Park. Vancouver at plus 400 and the draw at plus 290. Vancouver, this team just continues to surprise. They got a victory last week, a surprising victory, I think, over SKC. I was expecting the draw in that matchup. Portland's been hot until that game against the Galaxy. So I really don't know where to go. Portland at minus 150, Vancouver at plus 400. But man, Portland, I think I'm going to go with the outlier being their result against the Galaxy on the road last week. I think Portland is going to stay hot, get the victory over Vancouver. My pick, Portland Timbers, minus 150 in Providence Park. It's hard to go against the Timbers. Last game, San Jose against Austin. 2 teams that are struggling at the bottom of the table. Minus 125 for San Jose. Austin at plus 325 and the draw at plus 280. San Jose did not look good against LAFC. But because this game is in San Jose, Austin FC is a totally different team on the road than they are at home. My pick, San Jose at minus 125 to get the victory. All right, guys, there you have it. There's my picks. I'm going to put my spreadsheet up here at the end so that you guys can use those picks when you're at the sportsbook. And thanks for watching this video. Again, this is just for the midweek games. So Wednesday night's games, it's Monday right now recording. I'll hopefully have this out by noon on Monday. And then we'll do another video on Thursday after these midweek games go so we have odds for the weekend games because we're heading into that real playoff push here at the end. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button as well. Join up as a member today. We'll see you guys real soon tonight for the regular podcast episode. Have a great day. Let's win those bets, and we'll see you later.